Fala pessoal, como vocês estão? Vocês estão aguados, estão banhados, estão cheirosos, estão garbosos? Me diga qual foi o dia de vocês, foi tranquilo, foi suave? Espero que vocês tenham tido muito bem o dia. Se não curtiram, fica aqui, se acomoda e vem pra live? Não, vem pro vídeo gameplay. Daqui a pouco vamos continuar o jogo. A tradução sempre buga as coisas, então, né? Cheguei no posto de gasolina. Não sei onde ele salvou. Vamos lá. Verdade, eu não lia as páginas. Vamos ver aqui. Partir, the bio, ok. O homem se voltou para me encarar. Difícil distingui-lo na escuridão da floresta que nos rodeava, mas o machado que brandia era fácil de ver. Brilhava com o sangue de sua vítima. Ele sorriu loucamente, as sombras estavam vivas e deformavam as suas feições. Era uma cena de pesadelo, mas eu estava acordado. O possuído estava diante de mim e não podia focar nele, como se ele estivesse num ponto cego, causando um tumor cerebral ou doença ocular. Sangrava sombras como tinta em água, como uma nuvem de sangue após uma mordida de tubarão. Estava em pânico, apertava a lanterna como se minha vida dependesse disso, para evitar que ele se aproximasse. De repente, algo ocorreu. A luz pareceu brilhar mais intensamente. Uma página perdida, ou é que é atacado pelos pássaros, ou é que encontra páginas. Você sonha com Wake e a chegada de Barry. Ok. Ainda sinto que os meus controles são bem sensíveis. Agora sim, agora tá de boa. Ah tá, eu já passei do... Beleza, 2 tiros. Essa respiração pesada é complicado, hein? Descansa aí. Beleza, bora.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Ok. O cara falando que é o melhor hot dog do cara. Beleza. Que isso, gente? Ai. Não era pra ter feito isso. Usei uma habilidade que... Caraca, que lugar bizarro. Droga. Ah, mano. Ah.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Nossa, quanta gente. Cadê? Save Heaven. Entendi, acho que foi um ponto seguro. Não tinha vindo aqui primeiro. Vou aqui? Tem, ó. Casinho. Da puta. Ai. Para, caralho. Ah, não. Cara, como eu odeio essa câmera. Vai cair a 12 nesses filha da mãe. Deixa eu ver como ela é. Deixa eu correr pra cá. Opa, e aí? Ai, 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 ai. Não. Não. Ah. Caralho. Tem uma parte, eu nem sei onde eu tô. Ah, tem uma luz aqui. Ah, fiquei preso na árvore. Ah, tá. Calma, calma lá. Calma lá. Na verdade, eu não tô usando... Ah, tá correndo em direção à luz ali. Nossa, meu. Não, sai! Nossa, caralho. Caceta. Beleza. Seta pra cima. Vamos pra cima. Ok. Ok, pedras rolando. Ok. Bora. Ok. Claro. Por garantia. Madeira. Uma madeira ali. Deve ter alguma coisa aqui, né? Só... Nada. Um café escondido. Opa. Assim que eu gosto. Vou usar isso aqui. Que isso? Ciência concede imortalidade àqueles que fazem avançar para o progresso da humanidade. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, eis entre os homens. And nice spring. Tecido quântico. Se nossas vidas já estão escritas, seria necessário muita coragem para mudar o script.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the
Estudo de Morcock.
Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds
Mundos paralelos. É um jogo do Night Springs, eu acho.
Is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm.
Não arrisco.
There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one...
A outra aqui funcionou.
Here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's
então,
real. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Já era. Se matou.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved.
Nice spring. Ok. Morte quântica. Só com aquela putaria de novo. Tá.
Simple and as you might think, it can be dangerous.
Ai, 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 ai. Ai. Ai, 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 ai. Ai, 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 ai. 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 Caraca, o que eu faço aqui? Tô mais me estressando do que...
As you might think, it can be dangerous. It requires patience, even with the engine takes hours to cool. With tools, balance isn't easy and big bar.
Não, não, não. O que você tá fazendo? Ah, mano. Caraca.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reached the lights at the gas station alive.
Senhora. Pô, esse negócio de, tipo, ficar passando uma quantidade absurda de bicho, não tô gostando, não. Além da câmera também ser extremamente, sei, desajeitada. Bora. Sei, desconfortável.
I the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Desconfortável andar com essa câmera aí. Ele não tem mira, né?
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Não, me sinto confortável em nada.
It had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now. The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
É. Acho que o objetivo é o fone. Tá. Jogos de atividade, rifa para crianças, não perca. Ok. Um cafezinho, não sei, aproveita. Isso. Não. Você faz ligação por telepatia.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head.
Então.
Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Ele não contou que meteu chumbo no dono do posto. Acho que no momento que ele entrou na... Fim do episódio 1. Caraca.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
Ó, nesse momento que ele mergulhou, eu acho que ele foi pra outra realidade.
Car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
É. Suídos. Aiken. Nova York 3 anos antes. Nossa, que cara de pamonha, assim, a barba de desleixado.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Ok. TV nova. Ok, nevando para um baralho. Pô, casa bonita, hein? Diferença do mausoléu que vocês...
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Ok. Entrei no quarto. Temporada de vez de chuva, nevasca, Aham. Tá falando sobre chuva. Esse aqui era pra ser jogo de terror. Tá na indicação, jogo de terror. Agora, remedinho. Bem tranquilo. Parece aqueles episódios do Twilight, sabe?
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan!
Ai, cara. Calma, tô chegando.
Check the fuse box!
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on, now,
Honey,
please.
it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry.
Então,
We'll just break out
okay.
the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love it.
Deveria... Se ela tem fobia de escura, deveria, né?
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Ai, meu Deus. Esse jogo é de 2010. Esse jogo é de 2010. Sabe, se tem um jogo de 10 anos. 12 anos.
Mr. Wick, any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wick, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wick, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Ele veio, o bichinho tava pescando e ele veio. Legal.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she?
Era vocês propaganda, amor. Uma quando eu entrei, 5 agora. A Twitch tá de sacanagem, até printei. Caraca.
Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Ok. Então, ele tá com dor de cabeça e amnésia. Então realmente ele deve ter ido pra outra realidade do a serzinha lá da escuridão. Ler. Ver esse homem desaparecido. Ok.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Parece que tá carregando por indução. Eu acho que nessa época não tinha.
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lied.
Então.
Excuse me.
I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called
Mr. Wade,
Lover's
can I
Peak.
help you with anything?
Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to
Ok.
get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
Hey, mister! Drinking for good.
Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I
Ok.
need to be bright in here.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over. Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like
Beleza.
Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now.
Tenho medo de saber o que vai acontecer.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff.
Ah. Tem que ir ali. Vamos lá. É um pontapé. Caraca! É forte, hein?
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Ok. Tem alguma coisa por aqui? Ó, tem uma alavanca aqui, ó. Acho que dá, hein? Pra fugir, hein? Fugir quando dá tempo, cara. Ah, vai, pula. Aê.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue.
Ai, caramba, que susto, Gabriel.
Stop. The world
Caraca.
making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh my! Take it easy.
É algo de errado.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Ok.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Ele já fez isso com o paparazzi, ok.
I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr.
Ok.
Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
Meu Deus.
Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
O que eu percebi até agora aqui quando eu estava né, no flashback dele, tinha remédio no apartamento dele. Talvez seja só tipo painkillers, né, só pra dor de cabeça, dor no corpo. Mas eu acho que ele realmente toma alguma coisa ou realmente ele passou de um plano pra outro, entendeu? Caraca.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use.
Sacanagem.
You're not supposed to hunt within the park at all, but that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Então, né?
Still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Ok, já entendi. Eu tava terminando Pensei ia continuar falando.
Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
Olha, eu acho que ele já tentou.
If you're trying to pull a joke on me and freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Você pode parar de ficar falando? Já cansou já, cara. Você é meio engraçadinho, mas você já exagerou. O nome do cara é Rusty, tipo, ele é enferrujado.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Lugar precioso, cara.
You're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at it.
Mano, vai ficar falando, tipo, tudo que eu falei. Ó no cu.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Nossa senhora. A rinite tá boa, hein?
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Ok. Pô. Ah, nossa, todas as minhas baterias foram embora. Que legal. Bom, vamos sair, né? Isso. Ah. Vamos ver aqui. Caraca. Oh, até que o visual é bonito, hein? Não era bonito. Vou mentir, não. Bora lá.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Ok. Ele vai trancar a porta. Tranquilo. Faz o que certo. Pode ser o espírito não importar se tem porta ou não. Nossa, tô com 12 balas. Tá de sacanagem. Tava realmente com muita bala no... Nada. Mais um manuscrito. Pra eu usar.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice. Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Ok. Eu acho que é só descer, né? Vai precisar... Mano, o jogo é muito tranquilo. Como ele pode ser assustador com um negócio assim? Tipo... Só tacar a lanterna e já era. Acender a luz, né? Importante.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end.
Ah, já cansei já desse negócio de putar rádiozinho. Ai, caralho. Pô, agora me assustou. Ah, parabéns, conseguiu me dar um sustinho. Ótimo. É, o balancinho aí, ó. Balancinho, balanceio aí, ó. Ih, me enfiei em um lugar que não dá pra ir. bora. Nossa, o que aconteceu com as casas? É um pontapé. Ok. Eu acho que... Ih. Tem groselha no chão. Vai ser o programa de TV. Volta do Twin Light?
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish. Especially in Night Springs.
In Night Springs.
Tonight's episode.
Homem no espelho. O jogo é tão calmo. Eu não consigo. Bom, confesso por ter matado o homem, né? Por quê? Ele merecia. Sim, mas por que você fez isso? Você é um cara normal. Vai levar seu filho pra jogar futebol. Mas que de repente, numa partida, se aproxima de um cara citando.
Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
Não tinha identidade.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Idênticas.
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
Ok.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe.
Bizarro. Deu o reflexo. Simplesmente o reflexo. Que isso? Não me assustou em bosta nenhuma esse negócio aí do... Ai, talvez... no espelho. Oh, meu Deus. Estou extremamente arrepiado com um monstro que pode sair do espelho. Que soninho. Dando soninho de novo. Incrível, cara. Esse jogo me dá sono. Começou. Desnecessário. Corre. Claro, ajuda. Cheguei.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Já morreu já, ele falou.
Couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Caraca, essa... Nossa, a perninha dele. A perninha dele virou um 8.
Good boy.
Essa aqui é bem obediente. Não abre. Pior que esse barulhinho é do... lembra muito do Max Payne 2.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Algo aqui? Simplesmente para continuar ali, então já vou pegar já. Trancado. Opa. Pegar baterias e pegar munição de revólver.
That was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
É. Tentando sair, calma aí.
The ground was covered with burning patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Meu Deus. Ai, ai.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Caraca, o tamanho do buraco que ele fez. Ai. Ai, não.
Who purchase a partition license? Obey! Rusty! Rusty, no! Never! Two bears and wolves! Never approach any other closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed.
Bem.
Never leave your pet unattended.
Ai, ai. Ai.
To remove any or historical artifacts from the part.
Cadê você? Quase.
Even simple berries.
Viagem, cara. Até ele reagir. Ai, ai. Aqui se chama economia de bala. Mesmo tendo tipo um estoque infinito de bala ali, que eu acho estranho, mas né? Não era pra ter não. Mano, tem um negócio muito grande pra poder estar quebrando as coisas assim.